All right. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's doing amazing because I know I am. My name is Chad. I'm a motion designer and I'm learning to draw every day just to prove to people that it's not really that bad. Okay, we are officially at the start of the month, first of the month, February, and we said, oh, actually, February has 28 days this year. So I'm not going I'm not going to be doing a whole month. You know, it is a whole month, it's just not a whole regular month. But anyways, this challenge is going to be as follows. I am going to be watching a tutorial once a day, okay? And we are going to end up watching 30 tutorials in total. Well, not 30, but 28, which I feel like is going to be very interesting. For the last month, I have been only drawing. I have not been getting any sort of like outside perspective or teaching or information. I was just like going off of what I know and just like honing in on that, be it true or false. I was just practicing. I was just doing I wouldn't say whatever, but I was just like drawing semi-randomly because I don't feel like it's random. I am practicing the stuff that I have learned, even if it's like, subconsciously. But yeah, today we're going to start that, and I think, yeah, without further ado, I think we should start. Okay, let me just put this one here. This is the phone, so it doesn't bother us. All right. I am going to switch the screen to YouTube, and let's just get into it. No? Okay. Face cam, what is this? Yep, there it is. Here we go. All right. Devil May Cry 5 funny moments. Blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. What? Devil May Cry anime trailer. What is that? Go Proko. Oh, this is fun. Okay, constructing and shading the face. We can start with this because it's uploaded like a day ago, yesterday. So let's do that.
Hi, my name is Michael Hampton.
Hello, Michael. My name is Michael Scott. All right, let me just stop the music and let's get into it.
Hi, my name is Michael Hampton. Welcome to the Head Drawing and Construction course. Today we're going to be talking about a step-by-step approach that will take you through how to understand the proportions of the face, breakdown of the features and planes of the features, and that takes us to adding some light and shadow. So first step, basic sphere, my tilt, my jaw.
So wait. We need to take these steps. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Get down. So I think we're gonna have a notebook. Day 1. All right.
Basic sphere.
Steps to draw the head. Okay. This is quite interesting. I am going to spend next week mostly learning. So that's very fun. This is like a good coincidence. Gesture. Sizing. That's one.
My tilt.
And then the tilt. And then
my jaw.
The jaw. T. What's a T? What do I mean by T?
I'm thinking about my chin and the orientation of the rotation of the head.
Is he actually that fast, or is the video fast forwards?
It's the gesturing of that neck. Pinch and stretch. Brow line.
Perspective.
Center. Proportion.
Okay, these are just like notions now, proportions.
Halves and thirds, just a reminder. The hairline is here. My 4 points now for the sides.
Side of the head.
There's my quarters. So now we could put the ear in this quarter. And then from that I get my jaw to my chin. Here's my sockets. And then
socket visor. Is it visor? Okay, that's something that I never taken into account before.
Let's relate that to the forehead. Here, I'm going to lose some of this. I don't need a lot of that setup, so we could just start to think of how that cheek might go behind. So create that overlap of the cheek behind the brow. Keystone is next. Socket line here. Where's the nose? Here's the proportion line. Create your simple box. That can give me the corner of the eye. You can see how this sometimes is misleading because that would be that rhythm, but I'm really seeing more of the curve of the cheek down here. So that would be the plus and the minus of that rhythm. Denture sphere. Let's think about that large form working in the face. Denture sphere.
Denture sphere? Whoa.
About that large form working in the face. If you're interested in adding hair, I just think of it as a hat. You know, it's just I just use wrapping lines to bring a shape and kind of connect it around the head. So I would address it like, you know, like Barbie hair, like one plastic mold that's kind of rested on top of the head. Mostly just so I could think of the design and the attachment. So that would be our construction stage. That's most of the important things that we looked at there. And now we'll start to add and play around with some of the features.
So this is construction.
If you want, you could start by sometimes just putting the pupil and iris first, and then put the structure of the lid on top. What's interesting about his brow? Maybe there's a bit more of a surface here. So that's the development of that brow ridge. But the inside of the socket still does feel like it's more recessed. For the lower lid, we could see a little bit better the structure of that box. We could even start to make we could look at there. And now we'll start to add and play around with some of the features. If you want, you could start by sometimes just putting the pupil and iris first, and then put the structure of the lid on top. What's interesting about his brow? Maybe there's a bit more of a surface here. So that's the development of that brow ridge. But the inside of the socket still does feel like it's more recessed. For the lower lid, we could see a little bit better the structure of that box.
This is fast forward.
We could even start to make small observations about the structure of the fat underneath the eye, and then how we would transition from that. So from a hard form to a softer form, always kept as simple form. So a ball, a stretched cylinder, a curved box. And if we jump across to the other side, what do I start to notice? Oh, I probably should really narrow out that keystone a bit. On this side, I could see that same structure to the eye. The attachment has that box. It hits the ball of the eye, comes up, goes across. I can see a little bit of the fat back here. I guess that would be the pinch of that kind of softer form, and then over that harder form there. So we created my eye, then there's the box coming forward of the lid, and then back down. Continuing here, that hard surface, and then the way that it gets integrated with the soft underneath. That's another good asymmetry to keep aware of, is just the body and then the face especially, are these jumps between hard and soft. And what would that be as a perspective? That comes down, and then it starts to fold out this way. If we linger around the cheek a little bit more, here's a lot of what I was sharing in terms of the bone being more present now, and the present turn on the cashew shape or structure of the cheekbone coming around. So you can see at this stage I like to spend time around the feature, develop the feature, move down, and kind of jump around, look at the parts of the face, try to develop an awareness of the context. Let's do the nose now. So I'm going to pinch the box up here because that nasal saddle looks to be really narrow and thin. Center line of the nose. You don't have to try to draw it as if it's profile, although it's not a horrible idea. So how would we think of this? Well, I'm probably going to broaden this. That's closer to the box I laid in, but then I think it gets even wider. But maybe now you just take the planes of your box and start to make them larger or more slender. I think we'd lose this in shadow, but that's dropping back. You can see pretty well on this guy's face that have that change, come back out and forward and then down again. So this could be the bell. Each little form is an opportunity for me to pause, think about one thing at a time in the structure, and then try to solve or understand a bit more about the perspective. So remember, for the lips, we can start by bringing down the philtrum shape. I'm doing that because I already comfortable with the way that the proportion line of my lips echoes a roundness, so it feels appropriate to that denture sphere. But if you don't have that, you check for that first. So it's still the M and the W, but the lips here are really thin. So that's our process for that. You get the M and the W wrapped across that center line, but you're doing it in a way on these that tries to capture that person's M, that person's lip. And then the W at the bottom would be taking this ellipse that describes the curvature of the mouth and then echoing it with the beginning of the center for your W on the bottom. And then what are we left with below? We're left with these three planes across, one that matches with the different turns and contours of the lip, but it's just been smashed down to match more the shapes that we're seeing here. And then for the chin, really pretty broad. I could still bring up mine a little bit though, so maybe we'll just adjust, lift this some. This would be maybe we'd have this as that buccal fat, so think of that surrounding the face. Now I've worked through a simple construction development, and then I've on top put a more simple or breakdown of the features and planes of the features, and that takes us to where we'd be ready to start adding some light and shadow. So what I'll be thinking about to kind of make the bridge or bridge the linear into the tonal will be when I see the fall of light and shadow on a specific surface or part of the head, I'll ask myself, is that area more of a box, a cylinder, or a sphere? So the four edges that I'll be using as I start to work through this will be soft. So I think of a soft edge for spheres, a firm edge for cylinders, and a hard edge for boxes. When I think about lighting, the basic things that I'm going to think about here for lighting a sphere, or cylinder, or box would be that there's a form shadow. That would be the darkest part of the shadow that we currently see on the sphere. That's caused by light hitting the sphere from a specific angle. In terms of thinking about light, it's sometimes good to ask more questions like, one, what type of light? Is it sun? Is it candle? Is it, something totally different? And then what's the direction? Is it coming from the top, the bottom? This is a way you could...
Okay, I'm sorry. The way he talks and the way even he squinted his eyes just like now, he reminded me of Toby Flenderson from The Office. I don't know why. Maybe the tone of his voice as well.
Totally different. And then what's the direction? Is it coming from the top, the bottom? This is a way you could maybe build on a bit more story. In some concept art or film, you can reduce that down to about 5 different value compositions. So if we start to associate light and its position with one of 5 value compositions, whether it's high key, low key, high contrast, mid-range value compositions. So if we start to associate light and its position with one of 5 value compositions, whether it's high key, low key, high contrast, mid-range. In terms of your value scale and thinking of light and its placement, you can get a lot of gesture, a lot of storytelling from those simple steps. When I'm thinking more about the face, what I'm really looking for would be this area of the core shadow. This would be the part of the shadow that's describing the form and its turn. And then I would look at that maybe in contrast to the areas that would be more cast shadows. What I'm really looking for or focusing on for this video would be, where is the core shadow And then what is the quality of halftone and edge that comes off of that? Right? So when I think of lighting, I don't think of trying to manufacture a copy of what's in front of me. I think about timing. So we're timing the viewer's eye as it tracks across the surface. So for me, this reads as a sphere or as a ball, because through the use of edge, I'm gradually taking your eye and pulling it across the surface of that form. What I've done in my drawings is I try to make those plane changes really clear in an aggressive way so that I'm able to make sense of them and think them out and understand the form. When I get to this stage, I don't want that anymore, right? I'd like to be moving the eye across those in a way that's more consistent with the natural look. So the sphere, I always design with soft edges so that it moves the eye slowly across. The firm edges of the cylinder track the eye across a quicker volume, so that moves a little bit more fast. The hard edges of the box, right, there's an exact, precise and fast or abrupt movement between those planes. So no edges. That's what I'm looking to do. So I understand the parts of the face now. A part's a ball. That's how we started the head. The nose is a box. The eye is a ball. I can set up all of my form and cast shadow to map based on those differences. And so the goal would be to just separate out to begin, where is the light-dark division? And then if you can, the lighting condition gives you that read for that core shadow. You could just start to work there and move your way down. Let's leave the hair out for the moment and just take a look at this forehead. What plane or what kind of surface would your forehead be? Cylinder. You could really decide your own or kind of come up with your own. But my first line is going to be something that tries to, one, track where that difference is. That's what I'm thinking in this area. Where is that light shadow difference for the forehead? Where does it turn? And then the other thing that I'm making sure to do is that all of my core shadows or the areas that are prominent separations of light from shadow, they're also still wrapping lines. They're lines that describe form. They won't be, in other words, sharp. So I'm going to do my core shadow here. Now it bumps out. And then I could see this starts to become more of a cylindrical form. So for the first line, that C curve that travels across the forehead, maybe I'll just soften this out. So now this would be edge. That'd be that halftone soft edge that I want to read more consistently with the sphere. So you can see that I'm using the planes that are underneath to get an idea or an impression of that movement, but the edge eventually replaces the line. So no lines in nature, just edges. Now if I move down, so we start to look a little bit more at the cylinder, that's not nearly, right? So this wouldn't be as fast. So maybe I change the timing. The gradation here gives me more of that slow turn. So you could imagine that kind of moving away. This might be more abrupt. And now if I'm onto the socket, we know that the socket is a box. And there could be some complicating things here. Maybe there's muscle or skin around the socket that might soften it a bit. But I would say let's just keep this sharper for the moment just to get that sense of turn. So think about the surface again. What kind of surface have you made? That's consistent with that sharp break. This edge is a hard edge, looks different than the soft edge above. Maybe this plane change of the keystone is more of a cylindrical form. Right? It doesn't look like a sphere, it's not that smooth. It doesn't look totally like a box. It looks like it has kind of that gradual roll around it. So I'm always just mapping the shape. So what happens when this turns, now this blocks, and that creates a little cast shadow. So I can see that cast shadow has kind of a sharp knife point. It picks up and over that ligament or that structure of the eye, which is interesting. Now you can see how that might benefit you in terms of your understanding of the design of light and shadow, that all of these little forms that we spent time working up end up informing a shape design or a graphic design and implication for the figure. And then that comes, let's say, maybe up. Maybe it rolls up over that tarsus plate. And then I get a bit of a soft turn. So that'd be the cast shadow across. And then I get a form shadow for the lid. It's always just sphere, cylinder, box. It's never, I'm lighting an eye. I think the moment we start thinking about lighting an eye, this is the moment we kind of lose the whole. It makes much more sense to light the bigger forms first. So what if we did the design of the whole of the eye as a form shadow, instead of trying to, what I think a lot of people might do, myself included, my less focused moments, try to render the pupil and iris and then somehow crowbar the lighting around it into those smaller areas. I think a good rule is try to always light the big ideas first, whether it's just the big graphic separation and edges or the forms themselves. So that would jump out. Maybe we're now onto the tarsus plate or the lower lid. Maybe that gives a little cast shadow over here onto some of that eye fat. And we get it looks like a little cast or something on the top of that cheek. So the design of this shape is informed by the structure underneath. And then now look at, if we think of this cheekbone as a cylinder, could be a cylinder or a box. It's however you really want to interpret it. I separate light from shadow, and then I just give a bit of a gradation to that edge. This comes in, so this is the turn of that cheek. And then notice how this edge, I'm onto the malar fat pad, this is more gradual. I can see more of a gradation, in other words. So that's a slower timing, and I could explain that slower timing by saying that's a softer form. You could do the same thing for the nose, since we're kind of in that area. Maybe nose is like a cylinder there. So we'll try to get rid of that line and instead kind of soften out that edge. Let's move that down into the larger form of the nose here. And what I could start to see is maybe more of a ball. That's where if I really focus, I can see that coarse shadow, that dark separation of light and shadow. Here would be the plane change. Notice how that light breaks also very consistently with where we turned that box, that top to the bottom plane, and then up. So even those early rudimentary setup for the kind of the robotic head is still super informative to the decisions that I'm making now. But really, it's not even a bad idea just to sometimes spend time lighting those really simple preliminary studies instead of something with all the features built up. I feel like there might be a little cast shadow here. This would be a firm edge or a cylindrical edge on the turn of that. And the back gets a little softer. That bell or that fat pad for the back of the nose might be a little rounder. And then I start to track that into the bottom of the nose. And then I create, or I see that there's a cast shadow. So cast shadow is going to get that really abrupt, dark separation. So no edge. Right, some consistent with how I'd maybe use or draw a box. So here, I'm going to walk my cast shadow across and around these different surfaces. So it goes up, kind of jumps into that philtrum shape. And as long as I'm tracing or tracking form, it doesn't matter in this case that it would be a harder shape or edge. Maybe I see a little bit over here. So that's kind of up behind that nostril, kind of tracks some of that plane change in the malar fat. And so give that a little softer edge, because that malar fat now would be the slow turn of that form in and around. We hook back up with the shape of the nostril on that side. The cast shadow ends in a way where the light just starts to kind of fall and become less associated with the harder lines of that cast area or shadow. Okay, so let's keep our mapping going over here. So we left off with the malar fat, and that kind of comes into where we discussed the buccal fat. We discussed that as being round. Right, so I'm going to time that and soften it. But hopefully you can get a sense of how, if you found any of the prior head constructions to look a little stark or quirky, that you can really see that it hopefully starts to kind of become a little bit more softened, a little bit more quote unquote realistic, or have a more of a feeling of naturalism. And then while we're kind of tracing this outside shadow line down, let's also hit the chin, which I'm seeing as an egg. So an egg, we'd be getting a coarse shadow with a nice gradation that takes the viewer's eye from the area of light, and without any kind of abrupt change or shift, just walks them into that coarse shadow and then shadow. And then I see that coming over here. Look at how coarse shadow blends with that jowl fat that's dropped. Right, so that's that form that we discussed as a great way to kind of demarcate a more advanced stage. That pulls back up, but a different kind of shadow experience here, the turn around that jaw. That feels more like a cylinder to me, so more abrupt. On this side, I'm getting a little bit of that would mostly just be kind of halftone, but this face is turning away here. And then the last kind of big area that I would see or set up for light and shadow would be just the other side of the socket here. So I'm going to come back in and change every line to an edge. So once I get to this point, the next thing that I would do is I'm thinking about the value composition of my scene or my piece. So I have a value 1, that's the page. value 10 based on the intensity of the lighting. It's kind of what I staged my core shadow at. So I'm going to fill it in to begin at a value 5. So I would just take from this point and start to paint in an idea of the face or the shadow as a consistent value all the way down. And if I did a good job mapping my edges, it should start to take on a subtle feeling of form or of realism. Right? The goal at this point wouldn't be to come in and start to paint everything out yet. It's just to key. Really, I'm trying to key the large values in relationship to the form of the face in that area of lighting and where it hits it. So we have this. Notice also that I'm going to lose this edge. So it's important to me that we don't walk around with big outlines around our head. So that would be, something that could be deceiving from the study that we just made. Everything has to be a line and have a reason. Well, we don't have this. We see edges. So I like to lose a lot of those edges, right, in terms of painting these pieces out. So when you're making these, don't feel like you have to be restricted to the outline. That would be that idea of the lost edge or the compositional edge. Maybe you blow out that side of the form because it's starting to compete too much with where you want the focal point to be. Usually with portraits, I'll create more detail or more visual interest by finishing one eye, and then from there, the rest of the composition or the rest of the piece can be a little bit more soft. I don't want to stage the attention to be in one area. So here would be the filled shape of the cast shadow area off the nose. Once we have our form there, and we could start to drop in our shadow around the bottom of the neck and face. This is a lighter or a weaker cast shadow, but we could still put one down here. That hugs that jowl fat, and then maybe comes across the neck, then maybe onto the scarf or the shirt. The last thing we want to do here, though, is maybe let's map out these lips. I don't want to leave those just too loose in terms of the denture sphere itself. So I get that form shadow on the top lip, and then this looks like it's cast. So that would be a cast shadow that's coming from the upper lip, and then maybe living on the lower lip. So now all those planes that I put in there come back and aid me. Just give me an idea of how one would be impacting the other. Kind of curves in and then back out again. This area is, I think that's the cylinder. So this kind of rolls up a bit. And then by the time we get out here, that looks a little bit more sphere-like. So maybe on this, he's raising that corner of his mouth up. And then all of this here kind of has a cool cast shadow look. So that comes down, up, and then we see here there's a form shadow for the lip. So even the forms, as they get smaller and smaller, you won't be confused because you still know how to read each one. This is a box, this is a cylinder, despite the fact that they're intimidating. And then this lower lip, maybe that makes a cast shadow, and that comes down and then just sits or glances, maybe even comes out and forward onto the top of that chin there. Then all of this comes back and up, and then meets up with that initial shape here, but I'll probably loose that edge a bit, and then we'll just fill it in. And by the time you get done, you're going to start to find that a lot of those lines and points and planes that you worked hard to develop are going to start to get ghosted, or you'll lose. They won't become as prominent, especially if you kept a lighter touch through most of the drawing, and that you'll just be left with good scaffolding to help with your decision making around tone. This course will help with any number of things. It could be invention, building more of a backbone and a scaffolding to the way that you think about your light and shadow. You're going to be learning a step-by-step approach that will take you through how to understand the proportions of the face and then address the features as sculptures that will be set on top of those primary forms. Check it out. It's at proko.com/Hampton. I'll see you there.
That was amazing. That was depressing too, because sheesh, he made it look so easy. Okay, we're gonna try one. I didn't get everything, obviously. There's a lot of things that I don't know that he mentioned there, but we're going to try anyways. It doesn't hurt to try. Okay, so let's get back to Photoshop first. And let's pick a face. All right, let's see. gonna write down like face, face, and then maybe with some dramatic lighting. That would be good. Oh, this is simple. I mean, when it comes to the lighting, I know I'm gonna mess it up, but all right. Let's see here. So we've got the gesture, the tilt. The gesture is like the size of the circle. The tilt, the jaw, the perspective, which I don't really know what he means by that. The proportions, as in like the thirds, the side of the head, which is like the circle around the ear, and then the socket, which I never really thought about before, and then the nose, and then the denture sphere, which I what? Denture sphere? Okay. All right, let's see here. First of all, I need to figure out my brushes because I'm not going to use this one. And I need an actual brush, bruh. All my brushes were gone from Photoshop. Did it happen to anyone before? Does that happen often? Because one time all the brushes are just gone. Just gone. It's like an empty space. This one's thin. I want something like he was using. I don't want this artsy stuff. I want something, okay, a sketch, maybe sketch. Something for sketch, no. Okay, this feels all right, doesn't it? Okay. This is one thing. This is called Glide Sketch Pencil. All right. Another thing actually is I want to figure out how to change the size of my brush in a simpler in a more simpler sort of like way, because I know I can do this, right? But this is not like gradual change, and I want to be able to do it with a tablet as well. So this is the zoom in, zoom out. Let's see, this is the color picker, which I don't really use most of the time. So maybe we'll change the color picker functionality. This grabs the screen, this tilts it, which maybe, okay, I think this is what we're going to change. And this goes to the brush. I think I'm going to change the rotation button and the color picker button. So these two are going to get changed. All right, let's see. Let me grab, what's with all the views? Bada bing bada boom. XP pen, baby. XP pen. Are you kidding me? Come on. Let's see. So parameter stylé. Is that it? No. Touch shortcuts. There it is. Afficher tout. Okay. So I want this. Whoops. What's happening? Just so y'all can see, like, oh, maybe you won't be able to see it actually. It's all right. I'm trying to change the functionalities of the buttons. So K2 is, this is K3, yes. So K3 is going to be K2. So K2 is going to be this basically. Is it this? The move tool? No, it's not the move tool. What is it called? Alt? Is it Alt? Alt grabs? Okay, no, this is good. We're not wasting time here. I'm just trying to figure out things moving forward because I'm going to be doing this like the whole month. So come on. What the okay, so this is a, oh, this is a space. Oh, right. I forgot. I've been using it for so long, this button, that I forgot that it actually does what a space does. Okay, so we go space, personnaliser, space. Oof. No. Personnaliser, how do we, okay, trash, and then space, and then okay. I think, so we go here, I grab this, okay, perfect. Next. Now the other two buttons, I don't really have an idea how to get them. Wait, hold on. How to change brush size shortcut. Alt, right click and drag. Yeah, no, I want it to be gradual. Oh, maybe, okay. Can we do complicated shortcuts here? Personnaliser. Okay, perfect. I think drag? How do I do the dragging? Let's see. They have some predefined ones. Utilisation de la commande par souris. No. Autres désactivés. Non personnalisé. Give a flip. So it says Alt and right click and then dragging. So maybe if we go just Alt and right click. Right click? Hello? Okay. Alt, right click, and drag. It's not reading the freaking right click. Oh, Alt right click. There it is. And then this. This or this? Yeah. Son of a. What the flip? Oh, it's just Alt. This is just Alt. Oh, wait, hold on. Man, this is just Alt. Ah. If anybody knows how to figure this out, I'd really appreciate it if you can help me. XP tablet. Is that what it's called? Oh, pen tablet. Change your brush size, Control Alt. Gradually? Do it gradually? 3 ways? Okay.
Now I'm going to show you 3 super easy ways to change your brush brush size in Photoshop. The first and most basic way of doing so is just by accessing your brush tool by pressing B on your keyboard, then just right-clicking on your canvas to open up the brush preset picker. Now here you can see the size and the hardness sliders that you can just adjust accordingly to change the size of your brush as you see here. Now this of course involves a lot more clicking than our other methods, but it is good if you want to change your brush tip as well as the size at the same time. Now if you don't really care about changing what brush you're using and you just want to focus on the size, you can also use the right and left bracket keys on your keyboard, using the right bracket key to scale up.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. The left and right brackets. Now, I don't think I have access to those. I might be wrong. Wait. So on Photoshop, when I go... Wait. Face off. Ah, dude, I think I messed it up. I know the bracket is like this, right? This is Alt and then Control. No. How do I write a freaking bracket? It's this Alt and this, right? And 5. And then this and this. Okay. With this. Does it do the same thing? These are 2 brackets. So I don't really know. Okay, maybe if it's like a combination, maybe we can do it. Wait, hold on. Let me cook. Personnaliser. So this button, they're combined, right? This button, whoops. Oh, wait. So this button and this button. Okay, let's see. Material. And so we have a brush here. Hello, brush. Yes, thank you. And then, oh, this is not working. This is frustrating. All right. This is K3, right? Yeah, K3. Mother flat. You know what? I'm going to try to figure this out off stream. I'm just going to try to draw it right here. Man, that was, oh my God. Okay. I'm going to figure it out. I need to. All right. Let us just start doing this, right? Come on. I messed up my buttons. Now I have to suffer. I have to get used to them again. All right, so we have the sizing. Let me get the smoothing up to like 15. I think like maybe 10. 15 makes it way too easy. What you need? Hey, yo, what's up, Joe? I'm trying to figure out how to increase the size of the brush, like gradually, you know, with the right bracket and the left bracket. I want to do that, but because I don't really, when I do it with I don't know, if it's the layout of my keyboard, it doesn't allow me to do it, because if I want to write a left bracket, I need to like click or tap on an Alt and then the number 5. So it's not just like one key. And I'm trying to put it on the tablet as a shortcut to be able to really fast just like change the size of the brush. But I haven't figured it out. All right, this is the head, and then we have the tilt. The tilt is sort of like feels like it's like here, right? And then the jaw, we have the jaw now. This is interesting because I don't know where to rest the jaw. I'm just going to have like a blind guess. Alt, right click and drag. Yeah, I can do that. I know I can do that. It's just that I want to do it gradually, you know. I want to do it, it's just like it gets, I tap on the button and it gets a little bigger, and then I tap again and it gets a little bigger. Now it's just like going like this and like this. I want to be able to go just like with steps, if that makes sense. Also, I've noticed that I've been getting remap it. How do I do that? Wait, I think this is more like a softer jaw. What do you mean remap it, first of all? Okay, and then we have this here. All right. Perspective? What does perspective mean? Okay, let's go ahead to the proportions. Is that too high? I feel like that's too high. This is just going to hug around this circle. Shortcut settings or something. Just change the default shortcuts. Place it closer to your hand or something. That's, yep. I don't think you understand. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Yeah, ain't using most of them. Okay, I do have the shortcut, the alt, right, and drag one. I do have that. And I'm trying to change it like gradually with the bracket. It's just that the bracket, when I try to click it, it's not just one key, it's two keys. I went on the XP pen sort of like a changer thing. Wait, hold on, let me show it. Let's see. Display captures. Whoa. Okay. You see this one right here? This is gonna be trippy as flip. So up and down, getting double click. Wait, hold on. This is I'm trying to change this one key, right? And so the normal way I would get the brackets to write it is just click and tap in this key and this key, right? Oh, but wait a second. Wait, hold on. So this one, oh, flip. So this one. Okay, I think I do understand what the problem is. I don't know if you see this, Joe, but I can't see the chat, by the way. So I'm gonna have to just like 1 second, just try a little more with this. This is frustrating. Only when I press this button or this key do I get the bracket. Same thing goes here. So that sucks. Why don't you control an alt? Because that's the way it's freaking built. I don't know. Okay. I'm like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time trying to figure it out now. I need to draw something at least. This is the perspective. Okay, this is sort of like the visor. What the flip? Oh, the side of the head. This is the side of the head, and this is the cross, and then we can put the ear sort of like here. Well, we don't have to be shy. We can make the ear big. Is the ear only brackets ain't working? It's not. It's not. Unfortunately, it's not. That's the ear. It's okay. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I know I will. And then yeah, let me do the proportions. I feel like this is a sharp jaw. This is a very low jaw. Maybe we can do this. And then we do this and then this. All right, at this point, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going like a cappella with this one. Then just remap the increased brush from brackets to something else. Okay, you're saying lamao and you're making fun of me as if I know how to do that. I will. Thank you for your advice. This is it. I think this is sort of like it's making like a shape. And this is the mouth. Again, this is the end of the nose. I feel like it's towards like here. And then we've got this area, and then we've got the mouth. Right? Okay. And then what else? And then we have the side of the head and the socket, the visor. I don't know what a visor is. We're just gonna go ahead and do this. First of all, I'm going to do this like sort of like rhythm thing. Either starts from here or starts from here. I don't know how people, you know, what each can be used in, maybe. But yeah, we've got this sort of like, and I like this shape. Oh, and the forehead, obviously. The haircut. Bro's barber has done him good, man. Okay, let's do the big shapes just like we watched. There you go. All right. Is this good? So far so good? I don't know. Okay, and then we have the nose. Now the nose, this is a plane and this one goes here, I think. Right? This is the middle of the nose, and then we have this side of the nose. All right? And then we have, oh, like it's like a, so like this shape. Oh, wait. We're gonna make it a cube? Not a cube. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm cooking. I think I'm cooking. Hey, yo, Joe, I think I'm cooking. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Am I? Bro's gonna have like 20 things that I'm messing up right now. And he's like, what is this man doing? Okay, I think that's a nose. I think I should be more comfortable associating the way that this is actually just structure. Like, wait, you ain't using your keyboard for real? Okay. Let me explain. What I know is that it is sort of like important to use a combination of both, like the keyboards and the shortcuts. Since I have a very small sort of like a desk, I can only fit this in front of me. So I think the better setup would be like to have this like sort of like here, and then the keyboard sort of like on the other side. However, I can't do that right now. So what I'm using is the shortcuts on my tablet. Bro, the Lulu about my backseating. What? Oh, that's funny. Oh, it's just that I know how frustrating it can be, right? To see somebody doing something that you already know, and I don't know. Maybe it's only for me. Okay, and this is how do we do this? I feel like I made the nose a bit small. So maybe we can undo the nose, actually. Can we do that? I think I went way too hard. No, we fixed it, we're good. So this one's right here, this one's right here, and this one can go, because, see, look at the direction. We should keep an eye, got it? An eye on the directions as well. So, this is just here. Yeah, that's gonna limit you for now, but fascinating emoji ain't judging. Yeah, it is limiting, but maybe I can figure out a way to just like use the desk and, you know, use it effectively, I suppose. I'll see how I can change the setup. When I do change the setup, maybe you can tell me what buttons to use. Because, by the way, I'm a lefty as well. I don't know if this is like if this is important in the whole thing. But I'm playing. Yeah, that would work too. But I'm a lefty too, so I have access to the left side of my keys easier than the right side. So just to keep that in my head and in yours. All right, so we have the shape right here. I'm trying not to go very hard on these on the brush, but yeah. Oh, look, I think I'm going, ain't joking, you're getting your real estate there. Now keyboard gonna work the same, just mirror your most used binds to the left. Yeah, I guess you're right. I am literally using my keyboard just like upside down because I'm a lefty. So it's supposed to be like this way, but I'm using it this way. And thankfully, there's an option that lets me flip the tablet on the software itself, so that's good. To the right, yeah. All right, but let's talk about me, you know, doing structure on this nose. I mean, I think, hey, look, I think I'm doing good. All right, this mouth. How did he do the mouth? Oh, he did like a denture sphere. What the hell is a denture sphere? Let me look that up real quick. Denture sphere. What the? Oh, this is more like a medical term than it is a a drawing term. I still don't get what it is though. Wait, hold on. Denture sphere? What the? Wait, I'm gonna go back to his video actually.
Hi, my name is Michael Hampton. Welcome to the Head Drawing and Construction course. Today we're going to be talking about my 4 points now for the side, and then from that, and let's relate that to just our forehead, how Keystone is next. Fine. You can see how this sometimes is misleading.
Oh, wait.
Here, I'm going to lose some of this. I don't need a lot of that setup, so we could just start to think of how that cheek might go behind. So create that overlap of the cheek behind the brow. Keystone is next. Socket line here. Where's the nose? Oh, here's the proportion line. Create your simple box. That can give me the corner of the eye. You can see how this is down here. So that would be the form working of that rhythm. Denture sphere. Let's think about that large form working in the face.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on, I'm gonna share this.
Denture sphere.
What?
So that would be the plus and the minus of that rhythm. Denture sphere. Let's think about that.
Okay, what the hell did he use the denture sphere for? Okay, you know what? Bro's mind blown? No, I'm confused. Okay, yeah, no. F that, we're going a cappella. I don't care about no denture sphere, bruh. I mean, it's probably something very important that I'm missing out on, but... And I also feel like this line is very to the left. Okay. Yeah, okay. Do we add features now? Okay, this is the scary part. This is the part where I know nothing about. So, all right. First of all, let me do the rest of the body. Whoop, very chicken scratchy. That's it. Okay, I don't want to draw the eyes because I feel like I'm gonna mess it up. Okay, let's do on another layer this time. All right, we got this. And it's a very sharp gaze. Oh my God, I bit my lip, my tongue. All right, I'm going over a lot, over the line. So, bro's got those Sasuke eyes. Bro's got those anime eyes, bruh. Oh wait, he did the eyeballs first. Okay, so maybe we should do the eyeballs. There. I know it feels like I'm just trying to fit them now, but do the eyeballs fit straight like on the visor? Keanu, what's up, man? What is up? Okay, they do fit exactly on the visor. So what is up? Then it's up. If it's up, then it's up. My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white. That interview is legendary. Okay. My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white. I can't zoom in. Oh, I can. I still can, but I can't. Yes, I can. I just changed the order. Now we need to... My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white. I don't know, I'm going hard with these edges, which is something that I think I should be learning first. It's how to like tread with edges. How's it going? I'm blessed, my brother. Thank you for asking. I'm great. I'm amazing. I cannot complain, brother. So, you know. It's all Google. You know why? Because my name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white. All right, so I think we should think more about like the shapes, right? Because nice portrait. Thank you. You think? I don't know. I don't know yet. I mean, the structure is all right. Oh, look at that. It feels like he's got his eyes closed. Okay, layers. My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white. Okay, let's think form. Right, cause and let me just give some black to his eyes because they feel so lifeless. My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white. Oh, I mean, he's got a very big lower lip. It's not my problem, but it does look very large on here. Honestly, ayo, look, bro. That's not bad. It kind of looks like him, right? I don't know, I think I cooked. Okay. Let's see. I think I should think more often in like terms of form, because yeah, I mean this is something that I learned. This is something that everybody does, but maybe I should think about this form, for example, this form, right? Because that is very implied when it comes to the shading part, and that is something that maybe I'm still missing, right? So there's like this form, for example, and so the light would be something like here, right? That's this form. That's form there. That's form there. I think it does help to draw like these sort of like, I don't know what you call them, like separating lines. Now he looks like the freaking the armor, not the armor titan, the colossal titan. Okay, this is another form thing. Okay, at this point I don't care about how it looks visually, this this drawing. I'm just trying to map out the forms. Yeah, his face is very smooth. It's a very young face, so there's not a lot of curves here. Wait, a nice tip I usually use when comparing proportions is I look at the drawing and reference back and forth very quickly, and I can see the proportional error very clearly. Yes, I think I would agree 100%. I'll try to practice it more, because I feel like once I find myself in the midst of drawing or doing, I sometimes tend to focus on one particular thing and lose sight of the big picture, which is definitely something to avoid. So yes, I'm trying to be more of like the way you said. Yeah, we're doing the Aaron marks now, just to understand like there's this eye socket sort of like here. Okay. You see this line? I don't think it goes that way. I think where it goes is this way. Right, maybe this one does because it's like straight ahead of us, right? This one goes, I don't know, right here. Flip the canvas and give it a shot. Okay, flipping the canvas, I can't, I don't have a button for it. How do I do it on Photoshop? Okay, there's a lot of stuff that I can't do on Photoshop, so I'll try to figure it out as I go. This one goes here, this one goes here, and then wait, can I delete this because oh, whoops, I guess not. There you go. Okay, now I think what I'm gonna do, I assigned it to Control F as a shortcut. A shortcut in Photoshop itself or in the or on the tablet. Wait, I'm not going to be doing any shading right now. I'm just going to add some strokes here and there the way I know it's okay. I know line weight can be very important, and I'm not using it effectively. I'm aware of that. There you go. Flipping canvas, gotta make you see applause for real, for real. Okay, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to have a list of the things that I need to do, like seriously. So, figure out how to shortcut canvas flipping and the brush size bracket button, I'm gonna call it. There. These two things I'm going to try as hard as I can. Canvas split, brush size, remap shortcuts to right hand keyboard. I do have them mapped. Like I have like the zoom in and out. I don't have it mapped to the brush changing buttons. What I do have is this. I do have access to the brush. It has its own button. The move. This I changed right now and I messed it up. And this is the color picker. This is an Alt. And then I have this, the go back, the Control Z. I have the move, the zoom in, the zoom out, and the shift so I can draw straight lines. So I do have those. And it was handy for me for the most time. But now I feel like if I'm going to be, doing this more often or just like throughout the whole month, I think I do need to change them. Everything using your pen to click and remap to your keyboard. Mind if I share my custom shortcuts? Yeah, please do. Another thing, my freaking stylus. These buttons got so messed up. I think I dropped it so many times that these buttons barely work right now. So there you go. The cast shadow. Like I'm not going to do the shadows, I know. If you are right-handed and use your left hand on the keyboard, it's best to keep all the important shortcuts on the WASD part of your keyboard. See, that's kind of the thing here, because I'm actually a lefty. I use my left hand. I use my left hand for almost everything, actually, even for food. I'm very right hand disabled. Whoops. Hey, look, I don't know, chat. I think I cooked. Honestly, I think this looks good. I set brush increase and decrease to an A and S respectively. Ooh, that's interesting. X for mixer brush. That's very interesting. Wait, you draw with the left hand? I do, yes. I use it for everything, and please help. I've actually tried to write words with my right hand for a period of time. I don't know if I can show it to you, but this is my, wait, hold on. Where is it? Okay, perfect. Look at this. Then you are on your own, man. Yeah. This is my writing. I don't know if you can see it, but this is my writing. Oh, it's the other way around. It looks like a child's writing. It's very bad. And it was an interesting experience, actually. I've done it for 30 days, and I just wanted to sort of like train my brain to... I wanted basically, because I read this book. It's called the brain that heals itself, or something along those lines. And it talks about how your brain can literally make new neural pathways if you do something often enough, right? And it's like, as a child, you learn how to write, and your writing sucks, right? Your writing is very bad, but as you grow, it gets better, and then you get comfortable writing, and so it becomes second nature. Oh yeah, maybe that's the reason why you thought I was, yeah, but no, I'm a lefty. So I wanted to, for 30 days, to just see how my brain operates if I try to write with my right hand. It's been interesting. I feel like I've gotten a little bit better. It was very, very unreadable first when I started. Yeah, neuroplasticity, exactly. But now I stopped. I also read that once there's a bunch of they're doing an experiment on blind people, and some people who saw normally, right? They had vision. They blinded themselves for, I think it was a couple of weeks. I think it was 14 days. And after those 14 days, I'm not sure about the length of the time, but after a while, they were operating, their other senses got enhanced, right? Since they lost the sense of vision, their hearing got better. They can sort of feel things better. They can smell things better. And so that's how the brain works, right? It loses a part, the part that's responsible for vision is not being used anymore. So the brain goes okay, I'm gonna use that free space to enhance the other parts. But what's interesting is that when they took the blindfolds off and they tried to see again, they weren't able to. Obviously not permanently, thankfully, but it took them some time to sort of come back for the brain to be okay, the vision is back. I need to, get that area back, right? And use it for vision rather than the other senses. And that's very interesting, isn't it? It's fascinating, really, how the brains work. All right, this is our boy. I don't know, bro's got a peculiar nose. I said it. Also, I kind of messed up here. This is supposed to go right here. Oh, you can see part of his eyebrow outside of the skull, so I'm just gonna try to do that. That's interesting. But now I messed it up. Wait, I think if we go like this, it's better. I don't know. I'm just gonna. I'm trying to salvage this now. Also, it feels a bit low. Okay. Last resort. We're gonna do this. There you go. Control D. There it is. The brain is a mysterious thing. It is. Don't forget to flip it. Like I said, I got it on the list. I may not be able to do it now, but I'll be able in the future. Maybe, probably tomorrow. Oh, dude, come on. I drew it all on the same layer? God. Okay. Hopefully I don't forget to do... You know what? It's okay. We don't have to. I thought of maybe giving him like that little light in the eye. It's easy to go. It's easy. Go to the view tab on top. Oh, it's on the view tab. Wait, hold on. Zoom in, zoom out, fit layer, proof setup. These are proof setups. Aspect ratio, zoom in, zoom out, fit the screen, fit layer, fit artboards, print actual size, rulers, and snap. Are you sure? Oh, there it is. But it's grayed out. I don't know. It is grayed out. Why is it grayed out? Flip horizontal. Good lord. Well, it's freaking grayed out. Okay, let's make sure we got that. Okay, now we're going with the opacity thing and the flow. Reduce it here. Maybe just go with another brush. I don't know. These are very okay. We can go with the stylized sort of like. Nope, actually not. Where are my brushes, man? I lost them and I can't find them. Please, man. I think it's because you have a new artboard. I mean, I do have an artboard. Oh, maybe. Oh, so you think maybe if I take out the artboard, I'll try. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get this out of the artboard. And I'm going to delete it. Can I do that? If I can't do that, then I'm gonna start a project. Wait, so this is grayed out now. Let's me fill this with white. And then we can go to view, and there it is. There you, oh my God. That is so funny. There's a lot of things that are wrong with this. Holy crap, you can see it actually. Yo, the nose is so messed up. Okay, this is another shortcut that needs to be on here. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. New eye open. It is. What the flip, dude? Bro got fresh eyes. He does, man. He does. It really is an eye opener. Thank you. Oh man. Bro, Joe, you were watching me. You were watching me draw this nose, this messed up nose, and you were like, yeah, he'll be fine. Okay, let's carry on. Look, what can I do, right? I already started. Let's keep on going with the shading. So what I was doing is I was picking a freaking brush. None of these brushes freaking work. Ooh, look at this one. This one feels good. I always say you gotta go deep, bro. You ain't following through a bunch of stuff correctly. I know. I'm not trying to throw the blame on anyone. I know, I get it. I'm joking. But you know, I'm also trying to, you know, mess up, you know. I like to mess up because it makes me see my problems instead of somebody telling them to me. I don't know if that's like a right way to do it or not, but that's just the way I do it. Okay, this here is pitch black, so okay, let's it's better you figure it out on your own. Plus it's kind of annoying if someone pressures you on every little thing. 100% true. And bro, Joe has been, man, the most patient guy ever, I feel like. If you get to watch me do all these mistakes and be hard-headed and just like and be okay with it, then you probably have a lot of patience. So I appreciate it, Joe. I appreciate it. Ah. Nah, you ain't having money for mentorship, Lamo. Yeah, that too, I guess. Valid, brother. Brother is just like trying to make his money. Whoops, don't do that. Hey, get that bag, brother, get that bag. All right, we have some of this. Oh my God. Okay. There you go. That's better. Oh, the nose. Can I do this and then go on here and just like droop? Yes, I can. There you go. And then this is gonna look like a bit messed up, but that's okay. So there it is. This feels like it has some there, but not a lot. Okay. Let's just go over these parts really quick. This is more like a hard edged. Oh my god. Photoshop, it's such a bro. Help me out here. Let me just like finish this one. Can ya? Damn. I feel like this looks better. Okay. I am satisfied with this. Wait, hold on. What's happening? Ever tried the 100 heads challenge? I haven't. If you got into art school, you're getting people backseating yeah from every corner. You got network, bruh. Find your ways to ask someone what you're lacking. You expect you're gonna improve by looking at yourself only. That ain't happening. You're gonna point. Okay, I didn't do the 100 heads challenge. What's the other thing? Art school? I don't know. Art school is kind of like... I didn't go to art school, thankfully. Probably, I don't know. So yeah, but... I mean, look. If you're talking about judging or judgment, there's you know... what do you call it? Constructive criticism, just like what you offer and what Keanu offers. That's good. But there's also like judging, which is like I'd say the complete opposite. What are you talking about, network and stuff like that? What do you mean? Oh, like with other creators, it's just like, okay, yeah, I see what you mean, I think. Yeah, expecting that practice is gonna lead you to success, your progress, and how you act gonna lead you to success, not a guaranteed one. Your process, sorry, and how you act. Okay, the process, I get the process point. How you act, okay, well, can you elaborate on that? All right. Let me put this one on here, grab these, put this one on here, and this one on here. And we're gonna actually turn it into an artboard again. There it is. This is all white. There, I'm gonna export it into the download folder. Nope. If you act like slacking to find the shortcuts, that will lead you to get faster and spend more time drawing. You ain't having that time saved, bruh. If you act like slacking to find shortcuts, that will lead you to get faster. If you act like okay, I'm having a stroke. Yes, look, I will figure out the shortcuts. Don't worry. It's just that it's the technical part that I'm kind of like messing up with. Once I figure out like the keyboard, because like I said, this is by the way, this is I don't know if you can see it, but this is an AZERTY keyboard. It's not a QWERTY one. So I'll need to figure that out. I will, don't worry. Once I do, the process is gonna be much faster. Also, maybe I'll change, like I said earlier, the layout of how I'm separating sort of like my desk. So is it the technical that you're lacking? How you sure about that? That I'm speaking technical as in like with the technology itself, with the computer itself, not the technical when it comes to drawing, right? Let's be on the same page here. And yes, I really don't know how to do this. So once I do, for real, yeah. Once I do, I'll which is going to be soon, like tomorrow. I'll from now till tomorrow, I'll have it figured out. Don't worry about it. You know what's more interesting? Bro, asking the question right. Gotta hunt tigers. You know what's more interesting? Since I put Proko in the title of today's video, so far I've got 74 views. And you know, these are people that just like come and go, but I think I find it interesting how, you know, the keywords have drew in a lot of viewers. In my opinion, going headstrong and just draw what you see can slow your art progress. You need to understand the structures of the face. Exactly. Yes, I do. I am aware of that. Look, the point of this month challenge is not specifically faces. What I'm trying to do this month is just try to get in as much knowledge as I can, right? Maybe in various things. It does not matter. I'm just trying to get knowledge, not exactly specific to a single thing, but just get knowledge. The reason is because for the past month, I have been going and just like drawing whatever. I was not getting any information from any outside or from advice from anyone who's better than me. So this month is going to be just like getting information. It doesn't matter if it's like specific or just like you know, about multiple things. It's just that I do get information from a very good source, which we chose to be Proko, right? Thanks to Joe for the suggestion. And so this is what I'm trying to do. The next challenge, maybe, inshallah, it's going to, maybe it will be about something specific. I am not sure yet. I am not sure I will live up to the next challenge. So we'll see what happens then. I gotta take it slow, enjoy it, and learn. Yeah, exactly. And so I'm trying to alternate between, like you said, just like taking it slow, having fun, drawing whatever, messing around, and actually, you know, getting the technical knowledge that I need. Yeah, okay. This is going to be it. This stream is a bit longer than usual, but it was really fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. Joe, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Keanu, you're amazing, really. I really have a lot of fun when y'all are here, bruh. What are your thoughts on piracy? Can I can hook you up with AOMW? What does that mean? Keanu the win, bro. Keanu is the man, bruh. Premium courses. What's AOMW? Wait, hold on. AOM. Oh, some. Okay. I mean, I'm fine with, having access to it, I guess. It's just that where do you post it? If you post it on the Discord, would that be a problem? Wait, hold on. I did not see this. Okay, wait, hold on. I just saw the Google Drive folder that you shared. You need access. You need a request to request access to access it, basically. So I just sent a request. But yeah, if there's something, you can drop it on the Discord. All right. Thank you for being here, guys. It's right now. It's 11:25, and I'm going to sleep, baby. All right. Just let me know what courses pique your interest, and let me know. All right. I will. Thank you guys for being here, and all I gotta say is peace out.